What's going on, guys? Crimson KB here. Thought I'd do something I've been kind of wanting to do for a while. You know, y'all usually see me in my office here when I've been doing live streams or doing recordings and whatnot. So I thought I'd maybe finally give you a little tour of the office, see where the magic happens, the magic, so to say. So I'm gonna show you around here, just kind of see what I surround myself with. So naturally, when you first walk in, look, it's a door. People walk through those. Over here is one of my favorite posters, my Dark Knight poster that a friend of mine gave for me for Christmas last year. There is my favorite hat I like to wear, my D&D hat. This is actually a Donald Duck hat right here. I was given this by my parents when we went to Disney World. Gosh, when I was like maybe 3-4 years old right there. It still, yeah, it still works. I've had it for a very long time. Very, very important to me. There's my table that I always put my crap on when I walk in. Here is my super mega awesome Deadpool guitar that I was given for Christmas a couple of years ago. Yeah, it's a little out of tune. It's a little out of tune. There's Deadpool right there. Just very, very beautiful guitar. Very, very beautiful. Up there is my Nodachi. Very, very cool sword right there. Usually called the Horse Killer. That's what they would use to take out cavalry from charging it on. They cut the legs out, but very gruesome details. Sorry about that. This one's actually modeled after the sword that Scorpion used in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Over here is another one of my favorite swords. You'll see a lot of swords hanging up in here. I'm a connoisseur of swords, so to say. There's my Master Sword. Love that bad boy to death. It's super heavy, though. Down here, yeah, starting to see a pattern here. Down here, you know, if I can get it out of the hilt here, maybe. So, yep, there's my gun blade. Yes, it's real, and yes, the trigger does work. No, it doesn't explode when I use the trigger. So, yeah, I don't ever, hopefully I'd never have to hit somebody with this, because I might break my wrist in the process here. Here's one of my side tables, and yes, I have back coasters. There's another one of my favorite daggers right here. Over here is my, I got this last year. This is a model of my character I've had in World of Warcraft for years, Reaver, my subtlety rogue. I love this to death. She's wearing the cadaverous garb. For you old school WoW fans, there's, look, a bat poster. Anybody shocked? I don't think so. This, I recently got this year for Christmas. My mother was super awesome and completed the set with the Master Sword here. So there's my Hylian shield. I love it. I was so excited. I told her that years ago that I really wanted that, and I completely forgot that I told her that. Here's my other side table. There's my Yu-Gi-Oh deck that I haven't touched in years, but I can't. I had so much fun with playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I couldn't, make myself get rid of it. My wife actually gave me this. This is a vial of sand right here, but it's special to me because we were still dating when she gave me this. This sand is actually from the beach of Normandy, and that's really important to me because my grandfather was actually in the Navy on the day of D-Day, storming the beach. So just really important to me, and I kind of figured out that she was the one when she did that. So there's two broadswords. There's another one of my favorite swords right here, the Soul Reaver from Legacy of Kain, just hanging in the corner right there. Beautiful thing. Made that back in high school. It's a red version of Vile's helmet from Mega Man X. That's a plaque for an award I won while in school. Over here is where my consoles are and some other things. There's my Sonic Mania collector's statue that I got last year, and also, yeah, it does that. There's my PS3. There's my Switch. There's my SNES Classic. Here's some of my favorite DVDs I love to watch. Currently, I just having Blazing Saddles just playing in the background. Here's some of my favorite books. Here, I'm having to sit on the ground. There's some of my favorite books that I love to read. Lord of the Rings, some of the Star Wars novels. And then there's The Killing Joke, The Crow. Love them. There's my 8-bit fight stick that I use with the Switch. There's my Quamba that I like to use with PC and PS3. There's a power port. Over here is where, let me move my chair. Over here is where I actually do things. Up here you see my oldest poster I've had since the 90s is a poster of Sting from WCW back in the day, man. Pardon my cup of coffee here. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, there's one of my recent additions. There's my Knuckles plushie. Just have him chilling in the background. There's a plushie of Foamy. Been a real big fan of Jim Mathers, who's been doing that series for quite a long time. There's a gem I found. There's a bead thing of a Goomba I made a couple years back. There's a wife gave me this for Christmas a couple years back, an ocarina. Can you tell I'm a Zelda fan? Can you just tell I'm a Zelda fan? So here's one of my PC monitors, and then in the middle here is where I actually play my console games. Everything's hooked up through wires and everything down the bottom. Sorry for the mess down there. There's my other monitor, and then up here I have the big screen with that super awesome wallpaper in the background for the horde, baby. There's my I like using Razer products for my PC stuff, PC accessories. That's just a that right there though, that's just a third party controller. That's my PC, my beast of a PC. Man, that cost me that was about $1,500 right there. That's a monster of a PC right there. That's where I do everything from. Blue Yetti mic, all that good stuff. And then over here is kind of my memorial, I don't know, wall of stuff. There's 3 of my favorite katanas up top. There's a statue that my wife gave to me when she got back from India, when she was still in school a couple years back. There's a Batman and a bat signal. There's a statue of Duke Nukem that's from the Duke Nukem Collector's Edition. I know, too bad the game was disappointing. There's my, pardon me, there's my high school ring. There's an action figure of Raziel. There's Boba Fett. That baseball belonged to my grandfather. That's a, that Batmobile version is the one from The Killing Joke. That's a, what is that? That's a, no, it's an Elder Scrolls coin. I was like, what is that? There's a copy of Pokemon Green. And there's, I have 3 amiibos. There's Sonic, Cloud, and Ryu, the only amiibos I really wanted. There's those itty bitties back there. I got that for me and the wife. There's Alduin from the Skyrim Collector's Edition. God, that thing is just beautiful. There's the cartridge from Sonic Mania. There's a collectible action figure of Sonic. That's from when I was in like maybe 4th, 5th grade, something like that. I can't remember. That's when I hit a triple when I was playing baseball. There's a statue of Ezio from Assassin's Creed. One of my kids from daycare gave me this. There's a 89 model of the Batmobile. There's another Skyrim coin, or an Elder Scrolls coin, I should say. Now, all of this stuff, this is stuff I've had since I was from my infancy all the way through my mid-teenage years. So, very, very important things here. That's actually my oldest Transformer right there. There's 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Sword Fiend and Black Skull Dragon. That's one of my favorite CDs of all time right there, Space Ghost. There's plushies I got from when the N64 came out. That's my Donald Duck Bank I've had since I was a little thing. These are the original Power Ranger toys, the only 3 I have still left standing that weren't broken. There's red, black, and a smaller version of red. There's still in the package Dash Rendar back there. This is a action figure of Michael Keaton. He used to have a cowl, a Batman cowl you could put on when he turned into Batman, but yeah, my mother got me that back in '89. There's an action figure of Sting, one of my first wrestling toys. There's the original 4 Ninja Turtle toys. I thought these were gone, and it turns out my mother had them in the attic. There's the VHSs of the Star Wars Special Edition. There's my blocks I've had since I was a baby. There's a Batman back there that used to hang on a wall. That was one of my favorite VHSs as a kid at Chippendale. There's 3 Sonic figures I've had for a long time. There's the oldest console I have in the house right now. My Game Gear still works. There's my Batman cassette tape. That is the original R2-D2 toy from back in the 70s. That is Mega Man from when Marvel vs. Capcom came out. There's an action figure of Bass. You can kind of see him back here. There's Bass EXE hanging out in the background. There's 2 of Mega Man and Proto Man EXE. There's another Proto Man EXE right there. There's Quick Man. And then over here you have a smaller Mega Man, a Sonic Ball, and 3 Mortal Kombat action figures, Noob Saibot, Reptile, and Liu Kang. That's a toy car from when I was a little kid. There's Squidward hanging out right there. 2 of the Micro Machine Star Wars things, including Darth Vader. And then there's Hitmonlee, a Hitmonlee keychain. There's another one of my daggers down there, a Raptor Tooth. And then there's the box from Sonic Mania. my favorite board game, Talisman, Zelda Monopoly, and then that's where my other Yu-Gi-Oh cards are. So yeah, that's this is the man cave, the Crimson Cave, the office, the place where the magic happens, and it's all because of my wife that I was able to have this. So I love hanging out here. It's nice and cozy. So yeah, this is just, like I said, this is where I do everything. So just wanted to show you all around. Hope y'all enjoyed the tour. I'll see you guys next time, and have a great day, and stay shway, my merry gang of malcontents. Have a good day.